When passengers boarded the MSC Poesia for a routine 7-day South American cruise, nothing hinted at the chaos that awaited them.
The voyage began smoothly in Santos, the main port of Sao Paulo, Brazil. From there, the ship sailed south along the Atlantic coast toward Uruguay. The initial itinerary included a stop at Punta del Este, a popular resort city famous for its beaches. Following that, the ship was scheduled to proceed to Argentina, traversing the Rio de la Plata to dock in Buenos Aires. The final ports of call were set to be a return to Uruguay for a full day in Montevideo, before the MSC Poesia sailed north back to Santos, concluding the journey.
Initially, everything seemed perfect. Warm weather, calm seas, and festive music on the open decks. However, as the ship drew near to Punta del Este, the mild conditions changed with terrifying speed. On the morning of December 4th, a powerful South Atlantic storm formed unexpectedly, catching the ship directly on its path. Winds increased first gently, then violently, howling around the superstructure. The sea rose in chaotic walls of water, and by early afternoon, MSC Poesia was being hit by heavy swells from the side, the worst possible angle for passenger comfort. On the morning of December 4th, a powerful South Atlantic storm formed unexpectedly, catching the ship directly on its path. Winds increased first gently, then violently, howling around the superstructure. The sea rose in chaotic walls of water, and by early afternoon, MSC Poesia was being hit by heavy swells from the side, the worst possible angle for passenger comfort. Within minutes, the ship began to roll sharply. What passengers first thought was normal motion turned into a frightening rhythm. The decks tilted one direction, paused for a second, then swung back with alarming force. In lounges and restaurants, glasses began to slide, then crash to the floor. Entire shelves of bottles toppled behind the bars. Plates smashed in the buffet, chairs skidded across the floor, and crew members struggled to lock furniture in place. Cabins were no safer. Drawers flew open, suitcases rolled back and forth, and many passengers grabbed whatever they could just to stay balanced. Those who were in showers or beds described being thrown sideways when the ship suddenly lurched. The sound of breaking glass echoed through corridors, mixing with the thunder of waves hitting the hook. The officers on the bridge quickly realized the situation was deteriorating. Approaching Punta del Este, or continuing toward Montevideo, was no longer possible. The swell made maneuvering dangerous. For safety, the captain canceled the upcoming port calls and ordered the ship to maintain a controlled position at sea until the storm passed. It was disappointing, but the only responsible decision. Throughout the afternoon, the crew worked tirelessly, cleaning broken glass, preventing injuries, and calming frightened guests. The medical team treated several passengers with minor cuts and bruises. Despite the chaos, there were no serious injuries, a remarkable outcome considering how violently the ship had rolled. By evening, the worst of the storm finally began to weaken. The ocean's fury slowly eased, and MSC Poesia stabilized. Crew members spent the night restoring order, wiping flooded areas, securing damaged fixtures, and preparing public spaces so passengers could safely return the next day. The ship itself suffered cosmetic damage, broken items, scattered debris, and stress on some interior areas. But structurally, MSC Poesia remained sound. The vessel completed the voyage safely, though shaken passengers agreed it was the most terrifying experience of their lives. Many described that moment when everything around them crashed to the floor as something they would never forget. For MSC Poesia, this storm became a defining incident, a reminder that even large, modern cruise ships are not immune to the raw power of the ocean. And for passengers, the memory of that day stayed with them long after the cruise ended, the day when a peaceful holiday turned into a dramatic fight against the sea.